Hey there, my Amy Sherman Pallorinos. It's Just the Gems. I'm Brandon. How are you doing? Should I alienate my audience right away with a terrible, terrible pun? A pun on the name of the creator of the Gilmore Girls? Like, is that how I really want to do this? That's how we're doing it. We're just going with it because I've got weird energy. I'm bringing weird energy into this Friday. And I have something really cool that I want to show you. Thanks to my good friends over at NIS America, I have in my possession now the collector's edition of Trails Beyond the Horizon. You've seen my review, I hope. If you haven't, check it out. I'll put the link down in the description. I love the game, obviously. I mean, come on. It's like possibly the best Trails game yet. There's some internal debate going on in my mind about first chapter versus Beyond the Horizon. Doesn't matter. Point is, it's a fantastic, fantastic entry in the series. It finally starts answering some of like the big overall questions, like the series questions that we've had for 20 years now. Well, I've been playing it for 20 years. How long have I been playing it? 13 years? When did it come out over here? 2012? I don't know. I've been playing it a long time. Anyway, it's great to see these questions start to get answered. It is amazing to have just this legacy, right? This series is so incredible. Anyway, I'm rambling because, like I said, I'm coming in with really weird energy. But I have here a delivery. Let's crack it open. Don't dox yourself like you do in every video. Don't use a box cutter towards your body. That's bad. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It is for home device, okay? For home device. I always used to joke about that. For home device, I was like, what do you mean for home device? Of course, like where else am I going to use this? At work? At school? But I found out that actually this indicates that it is for a home console. The Switch version has a sticker that says for hybrid device because you can use it at home or on the toilet. All right, Trails Beyond the Horizon. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm gonna rip open this plastic. I'm really sorry. I'm probably putting a lot of you off with just my weird ass energy today. So strange. All right, now, first thing I noticed is that this is a little bit thicker, a little bit wider than the previous collector's editions. I have the Trails Through Daybreak 2 collector's edition here. You can see that they are quite a bit thicker. So I don't know what that means. I don't remember what's in here exactly. I pre-ordered it so long ago. Yeah, I also pre-ordered it. They sent this to me, and I appreciate that. I also buy it because I love the Trail series. But anyway, we have a slipcover. I have a slipcover this time. It's been a little bit since we've had a slipcover. Crack it open. It's that new collector's edition video game smell packed in there. So nice. Let's start with the obvious. We have a copy of the video game The Legend of Heroes, Trails Beyond the Horizon, Deluxe Edition. I'm assuming that means it comes with like a digital soundtrack and mini art book, which is probably going to be replicated by some elements in this box. That's okay. Then we have the steelbook. I'm a sucker for steelbooks, especially Trails steelbooks. I feel like there's only one that I'm not as crazy about. I think it's the Cold Steel 3 steelbook. It's a little too simple. If they had all gone with that sort of simple design, which just like that one has like the Thor's lion head on it. If they had all kind of gone for that design, I think I would have liked it, but the rest of them are so rich and have so much more going on that it feels like it sticks out in a way I don't like. Anyway, this is a good steelbook, I think. I do like this quite a bit. Crack it open. Oh, we've got I don't know if you can see that very well, the Grim Garten castle thingy in there. What's next? Visions from the Beyond. I like these little, these like hardcover art books. I'm not going to show you any pictures because I have a feeling that there's going to be stuff in here that you're not going to want to see. I mean, I'll show you this prologue. I mean, the prologue is the first thing you see when you turn the game on. So we got a rocket launch. spoilers. These, I don't know, something about holding these books reminds me of, was it the Little Golden books? You remember those when you were a kid? Little Golden books, I think they were called. Yeah, very, very nostalgic. Here is the Trails Beyond the Horizon original mini soundtrack. It may be mini, but it's in an extra large case. That's fine. We don't have a track listing on the outside, so I'm not sure exactly what's in here. I'm guessing, if history is any indicator, it's probably a repeat of the tracks on the digital soundtrack, just in physical form. I personally, I prefer either a full soundtrack, obviously, that's great. I understand there's complications about making that happen. But, a full soundtrack or a collection that's curated for the limited edition, right? Different tracks than might be included as a free bonus for any physical purchaser, like the limited edition. So, that's not the way it's been going lately. Typically, it has been kind of a replication of what's given away for free in the standard edition, just in physical form. It is what it is. I tend to prefer a different selection, if possible. Now, that's almost it, but we have the centerpiece of this collector's edition, right? And that is the Grim Timekeeper. In the back, we got little chibis. Some of our friends. You see that? Little chibis. All right, let's bust you open. Okay, we got instructions in here too, in case I don't know what to do, which I might not. Acrylic clock. So this is interesting. A lot of Trails Collector's Editions have come with some sort of acrylic standee. And, I've been critical in the past of acrylic standees as a thing. I do like them when they are scenes, like a piece of art. I don't know if you can see it in my background there. I have, from Trails Beyond the Horizon, a piece, acrylic art that I got from the Kotobukiya store in Tachibana City, where Falcom is located. I picked that up in Japan, and I like acrylic pieces as art pieces. I don't care for individual character standees, but lately it seems like NIS America has been doing more of this sort of thing, where it's a kind of more of a piece of art that just happens to be in acrylic form. I do like that, and in this case, we have our timepiece and some little guys to go on the base of it here. So give me a minute. I'm going to put this together. Ta-da! Now, we still can't tell time with this because it doesn't have the hands. So let's put the hands on. Those are included separately here. Here. I do think we're going to want to follow the instructions for this. Bear with me. Okay. Got the hands on here. They are very thin. So if you've picked up this collector's edition or you plan to, check the link in the description, by the way, for get a link to the store. Yeah, if you pick this up, just be careful when you put them on. They do bend. You do want to make sure that they are bent in such a way that they are parallel to each other and not going to get caught on each other as they spin. Now I'm going to go get a battery and we're going to fire this thing up. Okay, we're back. We did it. We got a battery. It takes one AA. We're going to set the time. Right now it is... Oh, we got to go one direction here, so it's going to take a while. It's 11:50, so I almost have to make an entire 12-hour rotation around this clock. Bear with me. And there we have it. The Grim Garten. The Grim Timekeeper. This is a pretty cool, fairly unique little piece to include in a collector's edition. I've always been a sucker for collector's editions that have items that are practical in some way. Even if I'm not necessarily going to use the practical item, I still think that it is a cool thing to have. I am going to use this in the sense that it's going to go in my Trails display and it is going to keep the time, which is cool. But yeah, I think just in general, having practical items the bracer box from Pinbox for first chapter came with like Estelle's bag and Bracer notebook. Like, I'm not going to put anything in that bag. I'm not going to write anything in that Bracer notebook, but I just like that stuff. I think it's very cool. So anyway, yeah. If I have one minor criticism of the packaging, the inclusions in the collector's set, it's actually one that applies in recent years. It's that I really wish that there would be different art used throughout the collector's edition, right? Like, so many of the pieces of art that you see are the same image, right? Over and over and over, kind of that key image being used multiple times. And it's a cool image, but like, I would much prefer to have, other pieces that I can display that aren't like identical to the cover of the game. So that's just something I hope that they consider in the future. I'm sure there's issues with like licensing different pieces of artwork. There may be additional fees associated with that. Obviously, to keep these collector's editions affordable, they need to minimize costs as much as possible. And I do appreciate that. But just something I wanted to bring up. This is very exciting. I'm so glad to have this in my hands finally. It's a little bit weird since I've started doing YouTube. Like, if I'm doing a review, I tend to have the game finished before I actually get the physical game in hand. So it's been a really different experience for me. It used to be that like I would have to split my attention and my excitement between finally getting to play the game and getting to look at all the cool stuff that came with the game. So this is just an interesting and different sort of way to experience it, I guess. Anyway, let me know down in the comments if you are planning to pick this up or if you already have. I know I was seeing online, some people got theirs yesterday. Mine was just a little bit delayed. Hope you enjoyed this little peek inside the box, taking a look at the Trails Beyond the Horizon limited edition. I really hoped, I'm supposed to get a new Trails figure from Kotobukiya in the mail today. The Shizuna figure is scheduled to be delivered, but it hasn't come yet. I was hoping I could do like as a little bonus, show off the new Shizuna figure, but maybe it'll pop up in another video at some point, just for funsies. I don't know. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.